and welcome back to my channel Discover PhD Research Gradually. And I am Bhumika Patra discussing the steps and the alternates to be an expertise in a field. I know I haven't posted any videos for so long because I was busy attending a HRDC sponsored a short-term course based on research methodology in Amritsar. We shall not be wasting any more time further. So let's start with the session where we will be discussing how to identify the variables, which we have also discussed in my last video. What are the variables? What are different kind of variables in the study? So we shall be studying the variables, how to identify them based on the objectives you have set. Very important. Statistics has no relation with the English, like Google doesn't have. If you're putting on a Google with the prepositions articles, Google usually ignores that and it only concentrates what are the keywords, what are the requirement of a person, and it gives you the results. The objective you frame, like to study, to examine, to analyze, statistics have no relation to it. Statistics will just concentrate on the keywords which you have put in your objective, like it bifurcates those keywords into variables which are dependent, which are independent. I shall be explaining you what I'm saying in upcoming example. So make sure whatever you write, statistics gives down to it, it just concentrates on the keywords. There are certain conditions deals with univariate, bivariate, multivariate. I shall be explaining you in my lectures. But for now, in this lecture, we shall be focusing on how to identify the variables. Also, before moving ahead with an example, I would like to tell you about the variables univariate, bivariate and multivariate. Univariate, the terms explains one variable, bivariate, two variable and multi more than two variables. And it also not necessary always if an objective has two variables. It doesn't mean that this is bivariate. I will be explaining all these conditions in the next videos or in this lecture. So do not concentrate on the term. Just make sure now for this video what is dependent and what is independent.
There are two terms, variables and context. It is also called constant. With the name, we can identify variables which can be varied, can be changed based on the situation. Constant remains same. For example, age, it varies. Example, gender, male, female, can never be changed. For example, to study the mindset of research scholars, participants who are research scholars. Now, to identify, to study the two, obviously statistical has no relationship with these prepositions, articles, any such study, analysis, extent. What is the mindset? Mindset and the another variable will be participants. Now, mindset. This could be differ person to person. Obviously, every person, every research scholar or participants do not have the same mindset. So this differs. So what we studied, what differs is our variable. So independent variable will be mindset. Another, of participants, mindset of participants. Now participants, also it has been mentioned that participants of research scholars. Now Any other participants of school, college will not be considered here because it is specifically mentioned research scholars. So all the participants who are research scholars, they cannot be changed, they are fixed. So it will be dependent, or it is dependent variable or constant, or can say context. I forget to mention here. Now variables which are varied. We know independent variables are what? I have already taught you in the previous lecture. Independent variables are those which can be manipulated. So what does manipulated means? It can be changed according to the situation. So in this situation, it will be considered as independent variables, whereas the constant means the same, which cannot be changed. It will be considered as dependent variable. So here we know mindset is the independent variable because it varies person to person, and participants, which is specifically mentioned research scholars, are dependent variables. Now here we, in this situation, we do have only one variable. So when it is one variable, it is called univariate. So in this situation, this is a univariate analysis. Now second objective means second example. To study, to analyze the mindset and happiness of the participants who are research scholars. Now, here, ignore the two prepositions, the article kind of things. Focus on mindset, column it. Second, happiness. Third is participants. And which participants? Who are just research scholars and no teachers, no students, no family, none of them. Only who are research scholars. We need to consider only those things which is clearly mentioned in the statement. Now mindset. Again, mindset will be differ person to person according to the situation. So one independent variable. Happiness. Happiness also differs. It will not be same of every participant. Somebody is happy, somebody is overexcited, sad, or did not like anything. Happiness also, it also differs. So this will be another independent variable. Participants are dependent variable because these cannot be changed. These are fixed. Participants who are research scholars. Okay, so this is dependent variable. Now here we have two independent variable and one dependent variable. So in a layman language, anybody could say this is bivariate analysis. But as I told you before, in any situation which have two variables doesn't mean that is bivariate analysis. So in this situation also there are two variables. So this doesn't mean that it is a bivariate analysis. So this is not a bivariate. Note, in a bivariate analysis, the following terms like relationship, association, differences, or any words related to these, if it is there in an objective or in a statement, then only that objective will be a bivariate analysis. So this means in this situation we have two univariate analysis, two univariate variables, because one is mindset, another is happiness. So this is one variable, this is one variable. So these are two different univariate variables.
Like we have many things to discuss in the research. There are very tiny concepts you need to know. We shall be discussing every objective, every concepts I need to make the clear. Just we are moving gradually and we are not covering everything in one lecture, which is why I am just bifurcating my every lecture the unit wise or the topic wise. I hope this information is clear and helpful to you. If so, please like my video, subscribe to my channel and share this knowledge as much as you can. Also, I would like to inform you that ICSSR is organizing a research methodology workshop for 10 days in Doon University, Dehradun in November. So I will be providing the link for the same in my description box. Kindly go, register yourself and attend these workshops. These are very helpful for you. If you find any difficulties in identifying the variables based on your objective, please put your problem in the comment box and the suggestions are most welcome. I will be happy to update you. I shall be posting my next video in upcoming days on the research designs or the issues you faced while creating your research design. So I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye.